Hi there, this is Steve Herzberg from www.prairiefireproductions.com. We're in San Francisco with world famous wedding photographer, people photographer Hanson Fong. If you don't know Hanson, Hanson is known for his posing ability. Hanson has never met a group of people that he can't pose correctly. Hanson's also a good friend. We've talked together. I have learned a lot from Hanson. And I decided that as long as we were up on vacation, we'd come see Hanson and talk about, some of the things that people are most concerned about in photography right now. But before we really get going, Hanson, the beard, you look marvelous, Hanson. Very good beard.
Thank you.
You look great. Hanson, we're hearing from a lot of people. A lot of people writing my website, very concerned about competing in this economy, and particularly the wedding photographers are telling me that there are people undercutting them, shooting entire weddings with CDs and albums for $500. What should people be doing right now who want to do quality work, want to stay in the business, and want to be able to compete on the quality of their work and not on price? And what are your hints for them?
In the classic sense, in the old day photography, when we shoot film, they get X amount of photograph. But now today, because everybody have a camera, they would just want a CD, and they don't really appreciate the quality till they compare side by side. So we educate our market what we offer. We photograph a complete wedding. We offer a CD as a medium file. But the key thing is that we add an album to their package. And the key point is when we show the album, we say all the photographs in the album been enhanced. They don't understand what that means. So we show two photographs side by side. See, this is just how the picture is come out of CD. This is how our artists enhance it. So our service starts from 3 hours to a full day. And we start with giving them 40 image in a small album, but everything's enhanced. And we could charge a premium for it because people have to be educated. They just don't know the difference between image and enhanced image.
So really what you're selling is your ability not only to capture the right picture and pose people correctly, but I think one of the things that we all know is that no picture comes out of a digital camera that does not have to be retouched. I mean, it simply has to be retouched. So let me see if I understand you correctly. What you do is you show them an unretouched picture, and then the retouched picture.
Yes, I mean different product like Nick software plugin, change, contrast the sky. People understand. One thing that really hit people really fast is close up of the face. Close up the face. Show how before. A lot of texture or wrinkle on the face. Next photograph, the picture is just beautifully smooth. They recognize that. Just ask a woman when they go into a big party without makeup, and that's what enhancement is. Enhancement's like makeup. It's a very simple term to understand. The key thing is that photographer talk too much. Show two picture, enhance, unenhanced. They recognize that right away.
Let's see, there are a couple points. One of the things you've always stressed in class is you've got a man standing there, you've got a woman standing there. Who do you make look good?
Always make a woman look good. A real simple rule, when a man get up in the morning, we shave, brush your teeth. A general guideline would be 5 to 10 minutes, we're on the road. A young lady might take anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour to get ready. They are more conscious of the way they look. The key thing is that today's society, they will appreciate what you could do. Posing, lighting is coming back around. Because everybody's now having cameras know how to do what we call documentary. That doesn't enhance the feature. It captures motion, but it doesn't shape the body.
So let's see if we get a couple more points out of this. Everybody's concerned about selling against the person who has the same camera. One way we differentiate our work is we get a great image and we know how to do post-production.
Correct.
The second thing is, and I think it's a really important point, is that we make the woman look good. And we know the products that do that. In the Nick software suite, there's the dynamic skin softener, Imaginomics portraiture program, an outstanding program for making skin look good. So one of your tips then is shoot it as well as you could shoot it, and then show the retouched and the unretouched.
Correct.
What are you doing about people in terms of they want a CD, they want an album, they don't want any prints? What do you do with that?
Well, the days of reorders getting tighter and tighter, but people are still very selfish. They want everything, but they don't want to pay for it. CD is part of it because documentary, you take 1,000 photographs, But we say they have 100 pictures. What do they really want? They want structure, they want fun, and they want to look good. The market is wild right now, and people, it's a one-shot deal. There's no fear factor. We tell people, you're hiring a professional to capture the story. You look at a wedding album, it'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, and make you remember.
There really is only one opportunity to get the wedding, and I think it's not fear factor, it's professional factor, and I think that's a really very important thing to sell. And one other thing that Hanson said that I think we all ought to pay attention to, Hanson always says in class that people buy the experience, and they buy the personality. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, when you come to your studio, smile a little bit, hello, and talk to people. Photographers have no personality. The next generation, they just grab the camera and they hide behind the camera. My goal is always approach people and just talk to them the first 15 minutes. What you're looking for, what style, and they're always gonna talk about documentary. We talk about classical. What a person wants is everything. They don't want to give you time to do it. Because the style for the last 8-9 years, people want to take 1,000 of pictures and hope to get few good ones. And they do get some spectacular one shot. But the bottom line is when you look at an album, it's a storytelling. You need to do a combination. You need to get people to respect your time, and how you get the respect of time to educate how you can look. Like you sample. When you come to the studio, we always ask a woman, do you have a preference what side you like to be photographed? And she said, what do you mean? Say, well, one side have a different angle. This side, say, it's your mature side. You never want to use the word old. Women don't like that word old. This is your young side, mature side. And we do a test shot before and after. And actually, I teach them that you do this, you put your shoulder toward the camera, you will gain weight. You turn a little bit, and you can look thinner. You tilt your head, you can look soft. You tilt your head to the high shoulder, you look elegant. They say, wow. Well, I don't want to do a lot of posing photographs. I say, well, each family, they do classic photography, 7 to 9 minutes, you're finished. They say, that's it, 7 to 9 minutes? I say, I come in with a team of people, we know exactly how to make people look good. The magic word, we know how to make you look good. The bad photography, add weight, and no woman want to hear that word, add weight.
If you haven't seen Hanson's flow posing, it is really something to see. If you're doing weddings, Hanson has developed a flow posing system where you can do all the classic poses in minutes, not hours, because every move is a slight adjustment, a slight move, and every one of them makes the woman look good, makes
Correct.
the woman look great.
The key thing is that the human face didn't really change a lot. There's a full face, a 2-third, and a profile. Every woman looked good at 2-third angle. And we know how to use natural light or off-camera light. The worst thing to do is flash on camera, which will add weight. We have professional camera. We have the zoom lens to come in and out. And it's spectacular. Equipment, the camera doesn't see for you. It doesn't feel for you. It doesn't think for you. They're paying for your talent. And you educate your client what you could do.
And I think that's sort of what you're saying to us, is that what we really have to do is sell our professionalism, differentiate our work, do the things that people can't do on their own, price fairly, but stick to your price, I take it. If someone calls the phone to your studio and says, look, the guy down the street will do an entire wedding for $500, will you do it for $499? What do you say?
I'm not interested in it. People come into my studio all the time and compare, and they say, well, this dude charged this and charged this. And I say, well, it's a different standard. It's how good you want it. You want the best of the best, or you want to just get by. If you really want to save money, I say, just go photograph yourself. And I kind of laugh with them. I talk about 30 years in photography and service. I say, such thing as we analyze your face. Which side do you like to be photographed? We use special lighting technique. Again, we really point out how to educate, because people don't know what to ask. They think a photograph is photograph. It's not true. They talk about megapixel to megapixel. That's not true. The key thing is that the bottom line, the simplest term, that we make people look good and they have fun. Those are two magical words. Have fun and you will look good.
Hanson, my friend, thank you so much for taking the time to help us out.
Great to see you.
Good to see you too. Let's go eat.